Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know exactly what it is. DJ Laylo is in the building right now. You know what it is. Spotlight Wednesdays going down each and every Wednesday where we interview influential people within their community and, doing something within their community and staying focused on the positive side. Got my man Lex Lou. What up, Lou?
You already know what it is, man.
Oh, man, we got a couple guests today, man. We're going to get right into them right now, man. But this is sponsored by Tres Generations, Jim Beam, and also Cavassier, man. Spotlight Wednesdays, man. The man of the hour is in the building right now, man. My man Eli Nash. What up, Eli?
What's happening? How's y'all feeling?
Oh, man, we doing good, man. Nice little interview we're going to do for you today, man. He bring a couple guests, bring the whole camp in the building today.
Yeah, the whole major wave. Marlo, Drew, El Giovanni, Testa G. You feel me? Don Darko couldn't be here today, but the team here though.
Definitely. He had to look around like, damn, who are in this motherfucker? Baseball field in this motherfucker right now. You know exactly what it is, man. Let's just get it started, man. For the people who don't know who Eli Nash is, please introduce yourself to the people.
Man, I'm Eli Nash, major wave, you know what I'm saying? Producer, engineer, artist, all of that, you feel me? So, the one and only.
How you get your start in the game?
Got my start in the game just like, I started as a DJ, throwing parties in high school. And shout out to Lateef Hughes. He put me on as a DJ. I used to, when I was 18, I started DJing at a Club 330 on the west side in Akron and stuff like that. He put me on with my first gig, and I got to DJ for Yo Gotti, a Yo Gotti concert they had put together. Shout out to Choose, and, for sure, rest in peace, Choose. He put me on and stuff like that. Black Terry, too. Black Terry, free him, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they put me on.
Free all them up.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
I would. Hold on.
How did you go from DJing to MCing?
Before you even get to that, I was telling, before you even got here, man, I was telling Lou, man, I was like, yeah, man, I met Eli back when we used to DJ together back in, and then when I sent you the flyer, I seen that old post. That post was from 2013. I said, I ain't talked to this boy since 2013. We started at, what was it, Club Escape?
Yeah.
It's when you was DJing still, man.
Yeah.
Tell them the transformation from the DJing to the artistry.
Man, like, when I was DJing and stuff, I would do like the Monday nights and stuff at Club 330. Then I would DJ at Club Escape and stuff like that. That's where you met me at and stuff like that. And like from there, I was trying to teach myself how to engineer at the time. So I was like, if I can teach myself how to record myself, I want to start being an artist. And I started putting all this together and stuff like that. And I dropped my first project, the Underclass project. And in 2013, around that time, I started piecing up the project. I won this performance contest for Chuck Lou and Big Hef. Shout out to them and stuff like that. I won the contest. And for me winning that performance contest and stuff, they hosted my mixtape. And, the rest was history after that. Like, it just started being a build up over the years and stuff like that.
For sure.
So coming from a small town like Ravenna.
Yeah.
What was the biggest hurdle you had to overcome at first?
I think honestly, like just coming from Ravenna, because it's like such a small city and stuff like that. Basically, like, we're the underdogs. We don't get recognized on the rest of the scene like the bigger cities like Akron and Cleveland and stuff like that. So artists like from my area, Portage County, we got to like work a lot harder. We don't have all the plugs and connections. So for me, having my ties up here in Akron, that really helped lift that off for me. So, if you're from a place like Ravenna, Kent, whatever, you're from Portage County or just smaller areas that don't have like a major city to back you and stuff, you got to like go out to the bigger cities. You got to mingle. You got to start making connections and stuff, because the biggest benefit to my career so far has just been knowing the right people. I just know the right people. I got the connections and stuff to make certain things happen. And that's what sort of elevated me to this point, to be honest.
Is it because you're light skinned? just tell us the truth, man. Just tell us the truth, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know what
trying to say he got the complexion for the connection, man. Nah.
He said, let Darko walk in there. They're gonna be like, hell no, motherfucker. This nigga.
Man, y'all can't be coming out as light skinned. That ain't right.
But back in 2015, I was reading your bio a little bit earlier. Back in 2015, you said Ray Cash had text you off because you had sent him a beat in his email. How was that feeling to have another person that was of his stature rap over your music? It's coming from Ravenna.
It meant a lot to me because at the time, I was like, I came out of high school a few years prior to that and stuff like that. And like, we was hip to him because, he was signed and stuff. And he was one of the few artists from Ohio that was like putting on at the time. You know what I'm saying? So for him to tap in with me after years after I had sent that beat, you know, it was a big deal for me. I didn't know how big of a deal it was until he got it on the radio and stuff like that. And then they kept playing the song, and from there, you know, that really helped me get my name out there and stuff. So I was like really grateful for that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. When I had reached out to you to set up this interview, you was like, man, I'm coming, but I got to be able to bring my team. You know what I mean? You was adamant about bringing your team. You got your team with it. Shout them out. Let us know who your team is and what they do.
This is my team: Testa G, Major Wave; Marlo Drew, Major Wave; El Giovanni, Major Wave; Don Darko, Major Wave. He not here right now, but you know, Major Wave. That's the team.
All artists.
Yeah, all artists, and then Fave too. You know, got to shout out to Fave too. He part of Major Wave, but you know, he more so on the business side. He be behind the scenes, but definitely Major Wave for sure.
So how important is it to have a team like that?
It's
Because
crucial.
I've talked to you before. You didn't have a team. What's the benefits of having a team now? Is it easier to move? Is it
A lot easier to move, but also like it's a lot of benefits to having a team. Like it's strength in numbers. They all have their own movements. They all got their own group of people that rock with them and stuff like that. So when we bring it together with Major Wave, that all becomes one thing, like an all-star team, and it's like way more powerful. It's a force.
right? Is Major Wave? Is this? It's going to be a project coming from? Is it? Is that what we're gonna talk about today, or we just talking?
Oh yeah, Major Wave definitely. Actually, I think Major Wave already put a project together. Giovanni, El Giovanni, he actually put that together. Tsunami Boys.
Let's go to the mic,
Yeah,
man.
talk to us
You
about
like,
it,
Man, y'all here? Y'all got
he got all the tattoos and he nervous. You know.
I was just sitting back chilling, y'all know.
Yeah, definitely, man. How did you become part of the team? How did you get on the label?
Well, it's a story like, all right, so I met E through my brother. Shout out D Boy the Ghost. I met E through my brother when he came through to do a video for Prophecy, RIP Prophecy. I met E when he was doing videos and stuff. And then next thing you know, when I figured out like they be in the studio recording, I started going to E. When he what was it, My World?
Yeah, My World.
Yeah,
Studio.
My
Shout
World,
out to
yeah.
Sharice too.
He went to My World Studio. And then like, you know, me and Tessa, you know, we go, you know, I'm like, you know, we brothers and stuff, you know. His mama stay next door to me, you know. Shout out Annie, you know, Annie Roof, you know. But you know, she always said that me and her son gonna do music together. And, you know, we linked up, we ended up doing music. Next thing you know, I never figured out he know E, and we just came, like you said, it came a force. Real.
Between the DJing and the rapping, what made you choose the rap side? Because the DJ money comes instant. You know what I mean? The rap money, it comes when you're close to, you know what I mean, when you got to build the fan base and everything like that. But that DJ money was instant.
Yeah.
What made you transition more into the rap side?
The DJ money was good. I felt like if I would have kept on DJing and stuff, I would have definitely been like going way other places for sure, and that would have been a great career too. But like, I just like the type of like the lifestyle of an artist and stuff. You can just sort of free flow like wherever you want to. Honestly, you can be whatever you want to be, because when you're an artist, you can be a DJ and still be branded as an artist. You can be a producer. You can be the engineer and just still be branded as an artist. But like when you start off as a DJ or a producer or an engineer, when you're just that and that's what you stamp your name off of, it's harder to branch off into being an artist. But if I branch off from being an artist into those lanes, it's different.
Yeah,
It's more acceptable.
It's more acceptable, yeah, by
that
the
I can
people.
do anything. So why wouldn't I want to be the thing that I can be anything? You know what I'm saying?
You do production too, right?
Yeah, I make beats. That's what I started really. Like it was making beats first, then DJing, and then from there, it's just that's how it evolved.
So if a production deal comes and the label deal comes, which one you running with?
Label deal. As long as the label deal is right, though. I just got offered a deal not too long ago, to be honest with you. So I just you have to have like your legal people look over it. I had got offered a artist deal, and they were offering me like $200K off the rip as soon as I signed the dotted line. And then from after that, after the first album was completed, they wanted like $1 million. Like I got the contract, everything, all of that. We all communicated, FaceTime, all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, not every deal is like for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that deal just wasn't for me. I just know, like I've observed like people before me that's got into the game and stuff like that, like Young Dolph, Gucci, all of them, like they sort of like they really worked for that stuff like independently and stuff, and they built it up to get more leverage and way more artists before me before that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. I want to like build myself up because I feel like another deal is gonna come around. I feel really honored and grateful, and shout out to Enhanced Music for sure for offering that deal. But it's just like at the time, like it's just building up because I know that everything that I got going on, like it's getting like a lot of attention. That's why we're here today on the podcast.
Right.
And with
So,
that,
yeah, because like we had sat down what was about 2016, 2017 to talk, and that's where your focus was then.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And you've turned down a lot of different opportunities that a lot of other people would have jumped at.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And some people might say, "Oh, he's hard to work with," or this, that, and the third. What would you say was the biggest misconception of Eli Nash?
I think the biggest misconceptions about Eli Nash is honestly them not thinking that I'm like the top at what I do or capable of being at the elite level or being top dog. Like I think that's the misconception that like I'm not capable or I'm not fit to be in the top position when I know I was created to be in that position. I got the skill, I got the ear, I have the brains for all of it. This is why all this is happening right now. And I had posted it on Snapchat the other day. I had posted like some of my deal situation that was going on, and I was like, for all of this to happen the way it has in the order it has, oh, you get a feature with Lil Wayne, you end up on the radio, you're getting all of these interviews, you get in the newspaper. I mean, is it not apparent that you were chosen to be something great? Was I not chosen to be in the top position for a reason?
And so you like, and you ain't gonna sell yourself short on that. You feel like is there something greater than what it's brewing, and you just feel like it's something greater, and you're gonna be a little bit more patient with it.
For this next decade of the 2020s, I feel like I'm supposed to be the one running that for sure. I'm supposed to be the one that makes the biggest mark. I feel like I'm going to be that. Just like how Drake had the 2010s on lockdown, I'm going to be next up for that for sure. Yeah.
You mentioned the Lil Wayne track. Let us know how that came about.
I was working at Next Up Studios at the time in the studio, and I had my bro Jr. He had just came through for a random session. He brought his cousin Moolah to Pisces. Shout out to Moolah. He's from the Bay Area and stuff like that. And it was just a normal session. We were just in there picking beats and stuff like that. And I heard a specific beat that I really liked and stuff. I'm like, man, I can make a fire hook for this. You know what I'm saying? And I hopped on that. And when I hopped on the hook and stuff, we laced it up, made the track was finished and stuff. Moolah was like, it's a go, and then he ended up going back to the Bay Area months later. He had contacted me. He's like, I got a feature. I'm like, who'd you get on? I got Lil Wayne on it. I'm like, I ain't believe, bro, at first.
Right. He said that too calmly. Did he say it calmly as you said it?
He was texting me though.
Okay, because like usually somebody gonna call you, but nigga, I got Lil Wayne on me. You know what I mean?
No,
he was calmly. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have believed it either. It was that damn calm.
I'm like, all right, this nigga is capping for sure. And then he sent me the song. I'm like, oh shit, okay. Then he sent me the text messages of how he was able to get the transaction to happen. I'm like, oh shit, like
it's real out here.
Yeah, but like the thing that really sold me is like he got songs with other big name artists and stuff. Like he got a song with Rick Ross, Yo Gotti. I'm like, oh yeah,
he put that bag behind his project. He definitely put that bag behind it.
And that's why the song hasn't dropped yet either, because we've been publicity firms too. You know what I'm saying? Like the PR firms that work with the. When you drop a new single and stuff, you want to release it the right way and get the most push behind it.
That rollout.
Yeah, that's why it's been taking some time for that. That's all it is.
Correct. Especially with those type of artists on the track.
Yeah.
But you have other music that's been making noise, man. You said you were recently on the Michael Dixon show.
Yeah,
man. How's Michael Dixon, man? I just want to ask that. She seemed cool, man. She seemed real down to earth.
Man, real down to earth. That's an amazing.
She's definitely, yeah. How was because you gotta think about it. A lot of artists that's not from Cleveland, it's not able to get those interviews. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whether it be in Cleveland, be the big brother, Akron the little brother, Ravenna the smaller brother. And thank you for calling Akron a big city, because I would never. You know what I mean?
Compared to where I'm from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like two steps. You're like the little brother coming from the little brother lane. You know what I mean? And going on, it's so hard to get an interview with Z107.9 simply because it's Clear Channel. You know what I mean? They only want to hear the top 40 hits. You know what I mean? You definitely have to be. How important is to have those connects?
It's crucial. I mean, that was basically what catapulted all of this right there. This
Mm.
helped start it off. So I mean, just knowing the right people. I just happen to know the right people that have the connections to infiltrate.
For sure.
Who were some of your influences that you like made you want to do music?
Oh man, Michael Jackson, Drake, Kanye West, Chris Brown, Future, Pharrell on the producing side, and Timbaland for sure on the producing side. Also, like all musical geniuses. You know what I'm saying? For
Right.
Sure.
They all like real special in what they do. So yeah,
Yeah, they all like the top of their lane for sure.
Mhm. We got some of your music right now. What are some of the songs that you sent in? What was the We Up? Right? What is it?
We came up.
We Came up.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
We ain't gonna go to that one yet because
I'm
we
just
got,
asking about.
I know, but we got one and only coming up. I was trying to lead into it myself.
No. We can.
Well, we can get back. We gonna get back to that too as well, though. But the one and only. This is your single that you have out right now.
Yeah, they've been playing it on 107.9. They showed love to it on 88.1 too. So both stations showed love to that single. That's my main single that I've been pushing first off.
Tell us what that song transpired from.
Man, I was living in Kent at the time. Me and my baby mom, we had just broke up out of a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And like, I was living in Kent in the Silver Meadows or whatever. I was at my friend's house. Shout out to Lisa or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I was making these songs and stuff at her house, at her apartment. And I was crafting the Colors EP at the time. And I was just knocking out song after song. And then that song, I was going on YouTube. And shout out to Dime D. He's the one that produced the record.
Mm-hmm.
I went on YouTube, got that beat, got super inspired because the sound of the beat was just so futuristic, so wavy, just like hyper pop. Like the type of music that I'll make, I'll say this right now, like it's not trap music, it's influenced by rap.
It's like Marlo Drew music.
Hyper pop.
Yeah. He called it hyper pop.
That's
dope. That's dope.
That's what I
You
make.
know what I mean?
Good, yeah.
Let's get into this man. Go ahead and introduce your track right now.
This is my single from the Colors EP, one and only. The intro off the Colors EP. Check that out on all streaming platforms.
Y'all heard it first. Speaker Leakers Radio, one and only Eli Nash. Let's go.
The one and only.
Don's a very bright man.
Pac-Man still, yeah, been gone for a minute, but I know that they gon' feel it. When it's all over, don't be weak-minded, you know I control it, yeah. Niggas know they out of time, just coming to get what's mine. So, got built by design, look at her, now she alive, back to life. Hey, yo, dudes, you know this ain't no risk, ain't no risk, no. Go so hard, no matter how good it gets. Been a long time, but all there is a spin. Came a long way from the slums, can't forget. Yeah. What am I supposed to do? Can't live by the rules. Ain't nothing like you. I can't never be the fool. What am I supposed to do? Can't live by the rules. Ain't nothing like you. I can't never be the fool. Can't trust nobody that's on me. They can dirt. I gotta make a way by my load. I swear to God, ain't nobody like me, the one and only. The one and only, yeah. Don't try to step out of line, gotta get it when it's your time. Pull up, now we heavy with the flex. Chosen cause I'm better than the rest. Had to go and get it on my own. They can't take my soul. Gotta bust down that door. What's next, no one knows. I knew from the start, had to play my part. Yeah. Had to get it back, fuck that middleman. Yeah, I just want my own. Bitches leave me alone. I'm just in my zone. Always held my own. Slow. What am I supposed to do? Can't do it by the rules. Ain't nothing like you. I can't never be fool. What am I supposed to do? Can't do it by the rules. Ain't nothing like you. I can't never be fool. Can't trust nobody that's on me. They who dirt. Before I die, I gotta make a way by my load. I swear to God, ain't nobody like me, the one and only. The one and only, yeah. The one and only, The one and only, Where have you been? It's so hard to find you. Where have you been?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what time it is, man. You heard it first right here, man. That was called One and Only by Eli Nash. As a producer, right? Are you in favor of people going to how you say it, using beats off YouTube? You know what I mean? Are you in favor of that? Of people using the beats off YouTube or what?
I have to say yes because the Colors EP, every beat was purchased off of YouTube. I bought every single beat from the Colors EP. It's 9 songs on there, and I purchased every single one. Like, I do make my own beats, but I wanted people to take me so serious as an artist. Like, you know, I can just go and murder anybody else's beat too. Like, I can make my own beats. So it's like I'm like savoring that. Like, all right, I'm about to do a whole project on other people's beats, and I'm about to kill it. And then when the next project drop, I'm gonna produce my own project. I'm gonna make all the beats, all of that. Boom. I don't know if I'm gonna do that for True Colors coming next, but I'm going to do that on one of these projects. Make all the beats on the project.
But you said something different that a lot of people don't say. You
He
purchased your
Right.
beat.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'm a producer, so I want to get paid for my work and stuff, and I respect producers' craft and stuff like that. So I feel like it's only right, like you pay them for the your work. I spent like over $1,200 on my beats for the Colors EP for sure. So I
Okay.
made sure everybody got their money, their credit, all of that. And every artist, you should know that, like, buy your beats, give your producers credit on the project. Don't just leave them out of there because they trying to get their name out there too, and they trying to get their bag. And it's only right if you do that.
You know, my biggest problem is when the rapper raps over a YouTube beat and they be rapping about money and everything and shit like that. And then
Right.
it says, purchase your beat now.
or the tag is in.
That shit
tag is in
fucks
every
me
8
up
bars.
every time, bro.
You know
I
what
be
I
like, you really want to use this beat, man?
That's my biggest downfall. With the whole, I don't like it because people don't take that extra step to actually pay for them. So then we end up getting a bunch of songs with the same beat. You know what I mean? And it's like
Definitely, as soon as you don't pay for
it's
it.
just not special to me no more. Once I hear the song, one song to this beat, the next one, unless it's super super hard, it's not gonna resonate with me because I already heard this song to this beat. So that was the biggest thing. I be like really getting on people like, don't do that unless you're gonna purchase them. So I'm glad you at least purchased them. You know what I mean? And then I'm like big on making sure that producers do all that shit. So you just did it, said everything I like to hear right now. You know what I mean? On that production side, because I really like to look out for the producers out here. You know what I mean? Because that's if you get your producers behind your record, they gon' push just like you know what I mean. Then y'all can establish y'all sound. You know what I mean?
Straight up.
One thing I learned out here, man, is it's better to involve people in your project than try to do, okay, it's just me, because people only support what they're involved in or what they can relate to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if they're not involved or they feel like they can't make a bag, you know what I mean? Acts like they don't want to support your shit. So that's very important, man. And it's good to that you have a team around you, because a lot of people don't have a team, you know what I mean? Or a real team. You know what I mean? Hopefully your team lets you know when you say some bullshit and when you say some hard shit. You know what I mean? Because you don't want no yes men in the team. You know what I mean? You don't want no
Have you
yes
ever had
men.
a situation like that? You went in there to drop something and they came back out the booth. It's like, bro, that wasn't it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
multiple times. Anytime they gonna
Yeah.
say that. If it ain't right, they gonna tell you for sure. That's one thing I love about the team. Like, they're not gonna hold back on their opinion on if this ain't 100%.
But you got to be open and willing to accept that too. Like a lot of people ain't willing to accept that.
They be like, oh nigga, you hating.
Yeah, see, nah, that's like an ego thing. Like me, I don't have like a crazy ego like that. I have an ego, but like I don't have an ego to where I'm not willing to take input and creative constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can do all of that. So like when my team tells me like, yo, you should do it like this, or like consider this, I'm definitely going to do that just because I know what they talking about. They part of Major Way for a reason. So we all experts at something, right? When it comes to music.
You've been doing a lot of interviews. Got any shows coming up?
Yeah, actually, we have a show tomorrow in Cleveland.
Mhm.
No Class. Shout out to Westside Greg. We got a show there tomorrow. We're gonna shut that down. Then on Sunday, shout out to Andrew Lloyd and Dre Day. Also, the Ohio Entertainment Awards, they got us performing. Also, I think Detroit Barbie is gonna be headlining the show, whatever.
Okay.
But we're gonna come there and do our thing too and shut it down.
Where that's at?
It's gonna be at the Outpost in Kent for sure, and it starts at 5 p.m. So yeah, Outpost 5 p.m. Spring Bling concert, the Ohio Entertainment Awards, Dre Day, Andrew Lloyd, Detroit Barbie. Big show is going down. It's gonna be lit.
Did you become a different person when you're on the stage?
Yeah, I get activated at that point. Like I said in my interview yesterday with Matahachi, shout out to him, Matahachi. God flows through me when the right time comes. So when my energy's right and I'm in that zone, God just flows through me, and I shut it down. I do my thing.
Do you perform, or do you stand around like Kodak?
No, I got rhythm and stuff, so like I like to like roam around, but it's like I don't like performing with them corded mics and stuff to where I can't move around and stuff.
Get the
like,
tripping over.
Yeah, I want to I gotta have a wireless mic, and then I can get loose and stuff. You know what I'm saying? For sure, get lit.
That's what I was about to say, it kind of threw me off. What separates Eli music? Excuse me, not even gonna say that. What separates major wave music from your average typical Ohio artist?
Oh, that's an easy one, man. First off, like our sound isn't like anybody else's. Like major wave is going to be the Ohio sound. Like everybody from Ohio, once we get to where we're supposed to get to, they all gonna be trying to sound like major wave. Like that's that major wave sound. That's that Ohio sound. Like Atlanta got their own sound with trap music. Houston had their sound with the piano type beats or acoustic guitar type beats. The West Coast got their type beats with DJ Mustard, his style, all of that stuff. Detroit, they got their own wave. Chicago got their own sound. New York has their own sound. Philly, they all got their own sound. It's time for Ohio to have their own sound.
Yeah,
for sure. And
I'm in 100% agreement with you. You know what I mean? For real, for real.
Yeah, because I'm tired of everybody sounding from Detroit and all that.
This is the key. This is the key with the sound, though. It's melodic, so yeah. It's not necessarily R&B, but it's just chorded melodic melodies off of hard hitting trap beats. It's a hybrid of genres before us and stuff.
What y'all call it again?
Hyper pop.
Hyper pop. Y'all get used to that. Get used to hearing that hyper pop.
That's the
I like that name. That's a whole new genre. It definitely separates you.
Yeah, hyper pop.
You know what I mean? When somebody asks you what kind of music you make, hyper pop. Motherfucker.
Yeah, for real.
Can't be like, what, motherfucker? Hyper pop, motherfucker. You heard?
Hyper pop.
You know what I mean? If you were doing anything else other than what you're doing now, what would it be?
Man, what would I be? I'd either be a producer that's like straight up producer, only making beats in the studio, or a DJ. Parties.
It's some type of entertainment, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the music entertainment industry for sure. Like no matter what, I'm just gonna be in it no matter what.
One never know hoop dreams, football dreams, none of that.
No, just music. That's what I was created to do. I wasn't created for sports. I was created for music. I would love to be a hooper. My dad was a hooper and stuff. He was a beast too. He was teaching me and stuff when I would go to California and stuff. But like that just wasn't meant for me.
So you've been in Ravenna your whole life?
Yeah,
born and raised there.
I lived in Akron for a couple of years though too, so that's why I got a love for Akron and stuff. That's like my second home. So like I'll rep Akron just like I rep Ravenna. So I rep both of them. I rep Ravenna and Akron and stuff. So it's all love. It's like both of them in my homes for real.
What's the area code?
Ravenna. 330.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
definitely, man. How did the song "We Up" come about?
Oh, we came up.
We came up.
Yeah, that was funny because I was working at My World Studios at the time, and my bro Isocellus, he was the one that created the main concept of We Came Up and stuff. He came up with the hook. He had dropped his verse on it and stuff, so it was like already a made song. I was like, bro, I need this for the Colors EP. Like I wanted this song. Like basically, Isocellus had created the song, and I liked it. I added my parts to the song.
I don't mean to cut you off though, man. I'm looking every time I look in behind you, I'm seeing Spider-Man in my. Who the hell is that fucker's back here? He ain't said a word. You know what I mean?
He a ninja, bro.
I feel it, man. Nice to meet you, man. What's his name? What's your name? Jay. Oh, okay.
Jay the Ninja. Huh?
Who is Testa? Okay, Testa. Who the other one? Say, what's his name again?
El Giovanni.
Okay, you rap too? Oh, okay, she just here. She's the support system. I don't even know him. Either way, either way though, man. Go ahead, finish explaining, man. I just had to say that, man, because he's like the third party in the vision in the back. I was
I was
like,
like, oh no, I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot. I'm like,
we came up, man. You still on that one?
Oh yeah. Isocellus, he had basically made the song and stuff, and I heard it. I was like blown away by it, and then I was like, man, come on, let me put my my flavor to it. Let me enhance it a little bit. So I put my flavor to it, and then I showed it to Testa G right here and stuff, and bro was like,
I called him Darko.
no, but like
Darko ain't make it, right?
No, he didn't make it today.
It's 1,000 of them here, man.
But no, with Testa G and stuff like that, he was like, bro, this is a hit. He coined it. He's like, this is a hit. I was like, bro, you gotta hop on this then.
So is this your next single?
After we do our thing for One and Only,
yeah,
for sure. That's the next one up. For sure.
Okay.
Everybody like Micah Dixon co-signed it and stuff. She had did like a whole reel and stuff for it and stuff, but it was fire too. So I'm like, damn, that might have to be the single. And like people all the time, they always tell me like we came up, but it's like people come to me all the time like, I love Slide with me and Marlo, or we came up, or one of my joints, or Through the Night with No Breaks. Shout out to No Breaks, you know what I'm saying? So it's like all different flavors from the Colors EP that people like. So I feel like once I get one of these singles to really catch fire, man, the whole project might just get some play. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
For real.
Everything.
For real. And what I was about to say, outside of that, how do you pick your singles? You know what I mean? Do you just make a whole bunch of music? How do you pick your singles? Do you have a listening party or what?
Man, bro, I fuck with you for it because you give me a good ass idea for it. Like, I think we're gonna start
20% already, y'all. I'm getting here, baby. 20%, I need 20 now.
For real, no, like I think we should probably start doing listening parties. But usually it just be like off the feeling and stuff. Like, you know, oh yeah, I like the song, it's fire. I'm just going off of my own opinion and my people that's listening to it close around me and stuff. But yeah, we've been talking about that. Like, we're gonna start having listening parties and stuff.
For sure, man. Make sure you send that check over here.
It's not played.
We're gonna get into this song right now, man. We came up. You heard it first, Speaker Leaguers Radio. Let's get into it right now. Eli Nash is here. Spotlight Wednesdays. Let's go.
And now we up, we finally up there. Not stuck. Ay, we run it up, ay. We run it up, we run it up. Ay. Like what the fuck? Ay. This ain't enough. Can never have too much of it. Nah. Ay. We counting up, ay. We counting dead presidents. Yeah. We came up. We came up. We came up, yeah. We came up, we came up, we came up, yeah. What the fuck? What the follow, bitch? What the follow, bitch? Yeah. What the fuck? We came up, yeah. It's never enough. We went through a lot for this. We spent our whole life for this. We just came up, ain't no reason to be sorry. Don't be mad at me, cause you know I'm never faulty. Now they choosing, she don't abuse it. You just wanna win it or you gon' lose it. Stay silent so they never confuse it. Why these niggas talking but they never do shit? I'm not hard to find, just one of a kind. Can I live a lie? Money on my mind, never is the time. I just gotta shine. Gotta get mine. Lay down, I'm on the road. Gotta get rich, I'm in my zone. Where we at? We on the map. Upper mid, need all of that. We came up. We came up. We came up. Yeah. We came up. We came up. We came up. Yeah. What the fuck? What the follow, bitch? What the follow, bitch? Yeah. What the fuck? We came up. We came. Yeah. We came up. We pop out the cut. We come at your ass. We up. Yo, I'm sipping this mud. You got me stuck. Yo, don't give a fuck. I'm sipping this tuss. I'm an addict. I can't help it. Don't pop no addies. That's excessive. Yeah, she fine. Yeah, she dressing. Yeah, she mine. She a blessing. We came up. We came up. Pop that trunk. Pop that trunk. All my niggas head up. Hey, talk shit, then we lay you down. Yo, I'm the king, wear the crown. What? Let's get fucked up, wear the crown. What? I'm getting fucked up a bit. Yo. I might take your bitch. What? We came up. We came up. We came up. Yeah. We came up. We came up. We came up. Yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck, little bitch? What the fuck, little bitch? Yeah. What the fuck? We came up. We came. Yeah.
Speaker Leaguers, we in the building right now. Speaker Leaguers, we are in the building right now with my man Eli Nash doing his thing real big. You already know what it is, man. That pretty figured down too. Who made that beat again? Who made that beat again?
Birdie Bands made the beat. Yep, I remember Birdie Bands. He made that. Yep.
That beat was fire. I like that song right there too. You know what I mean?
Get a few people to mix the right TikTok.
Oh man,
That'll
there's one dude that he does a lot of. Yeah, I forgot what Crook something like that, but I seen him on Instagram. He got dressed. I think he based out in Paris or something like that. Bro, be doing all these Michael Jackson dance videos and stuff. I'm like, bro, you gotta do some shit to my shit, because
if you can do something like where you know how they be doing something, then they flashed it, and then you start off ashy. Flash the phone, that you know you drink.
Oh,
Yeah, scoot your butt up to the mic, boy.
That might be lit.
Yeah, that's what I seen when I heard that song.
You
know what I mean?
Last but not least, man, we want to ask you the question, man, that we always ask everybody that comes on the show. Luke.
Top 5 dead or alive.
What does it gotta be, just rappers, or can it be
Top
singing?
5 artists dead or alive.
All right, big. Say less. All right. First off, number one, Michael Jackson, period. Ain't no competition on that side. That's over with.
It's a light skin thing.
No, it's like, come on, man. You can't deny that. You can't deny that.
Nah, no, that's my guy.
Second on I'm gonna say rapper, because rappers are so influential. I'm gonna have to give that to Jay-Z for sure. Definitely Jay-Z. Top to me, he's the number one GOAT for sure. He just got too much influence in the game, and like, bro, if you listen to how he rapping, like,
my favorite artist as well.
Yeah, he's so smart, bro. Like, it's more so like how intellectual he is and stuff, but he make it sound so raw at the same time. Like, bro, like, come on now. All your street niggas, all the niggas, like, for real, this is your nigga that, like, he's the prototype. He the blueprint.
Yeah.
He the one that made it out for. He's what you striving to be, basically. Like, how can you not acknowledge him for real?
Yeah.
Period. Number 3, Kanye West for sure. He the reason why I started making beats. Him and Pharrell for sure. On the producer side, Pharrell number 1, and definitely Timbaland 2. But like Kanye West and Pharrell, yeah, they the reasons why I make beats in the first place. Like, I started trying to make beats like them, and I was getting close to it too, for sure. So like, yeah, Kanye West number 3 on the rapper. Number four, Drake for sure. He got to get it for sure, because like, I haven't seen anybody like have a hold on the game for so long. Inconsistent,
Yeah, because you get a 3-year window.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely Drake number 4. 5. That's I gotta give it to Chris Brown for sure. I got
new entry. I was just waiting for some.
Hey man, I knew it, man.
Give my nigga his props.
Did you listen to this list, man?
Yeah.
Not one dark skinned nigga on the list, motherfucker. Hey, you notice that not one dark skinned nigga? Jay-Z ain't dark. No, I'm just fucking with my guy, man. But no, that's a dope list, though. That's definitely a dope list. You know what I mean? Very much influential people who definitely put their stamp on the game. You know what I mean? From Michael Jackson on down. We just like to say, man, we appreciate you for coming on our platform, man, and sharing your knowledge. Continued success for you and the whole team. You know, man, like I said, my man Marlo Drew right here on the side, man. You probably can't see him because all his hair is in his face. You know what I mean? But
Rockstar vibes.
You feel me? Shout out to the whole team, man. We just wish y'all continued success and for putting on for the city at the same time, from the Akron Beacon Journal to everything that you're doing right now. You know what I mean? If you want to give everybody your hooks right now.
Man, catch me on social media, Instagram, Eli Nash, ELYNASH. All of the other ones is basically Eli Nash, except for TikTok. TikTok is Eli Nash official.
Yeah. And I definitely want everybody to see your team for real. Go ahead, Marlo Drew. Let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Facebook, Marlo Drew, Instagram, Marlo Drew. No, Instagram, Big Four, Spotify, YouTube, all digital platforms and all that. All you gotta do is look at Marlo Drew. So
You definitely got to bring it back. Let them know where they can find you at, cuz.
You can find me on Spotify, all platforms. El Chiovani, ELCHIOVA, double N I. You feel me? You can find me as Everlasting Chi on IG, and El Chiovani on Snapchat.
Definitely. Testa Darko. We're going to go ahead. Come on, walk your butt up here, man. Let people know where they can find you at.
Testa G.
We said at the same time.
Yeah, Testa G on all social media. Just Testa G. You know, type it in TESTAGEE, and that's all, and that's for all the streaming platforms too. Testa G.
For sure.
Testa Darko for y'all collab project. Testa Darko.
I'm gonna tap in with you.
Yeah, that might be hard too. Jay, you want to say something? You don't want to say nothing? Okay, and Miss Lady on the back, man. We appreciate everybody that came out, you know what I mean, and did, you know what I mean. Definitely, I already said it for real, but continue to support, man. I love to see other people move and everything like that. You know what I mean? Continue to have success with your careers and everything like that, and just keep it moving, man. Anytime that y'all ready to tap into us, we here for y'all. You know what I mean? And if y'all got new music or anything like that, tap into us like that.
Right.
For real. We're gonna continue to play some music. We on here, man. Speaker Leakers is in the building. You know what time it is, man. Make sure that y'all follow Eli Nash on all social media channels, man. Follow Major Wave Music as well. You know what time it is. DJ Lalo. We're gonna get back to some music. We'll be right back with you in 1 second.
It's gonna be a little longer than that, baby.